advocate and actually an activist for a long time in my community. I worked on a lot of issues. I took them before City Council, issues around fairness, sometimes safety issues. And one day I went home and I just said, you know, I am so frustrated and so tired of having to explain sort of how life is to those of us in the community. I could do that job, and frankly, I think I could do that job better than some of those people. When a seat became open, I ran, and I won. Well, it's interesting. To be a woman, a lot of times is to be underestimated, and when I first ran for City Council, I really think part of the reason why I was able to win was because I was so underestimated. It was an at-large seat, and so it's kind of like a horse race. So people... there were 9 people running, and the top 6 would go into the general. And so there were a lot of people. I think I was the only woman. And I just went and did my job. I knocked on doors, I talked to people, I sent out mailers, and raised money. And the people who thought they were going to get that seat that I eventually won had a candidate, had a male candidate. He was a business owner in the community, had an Irish surname, and so they thought for sure he was a shoo-in, and they just sort of ignored me, and it was great. So sometimes being underestimated as a woman can be used to your advantage. The other thing is sometimes because I smile a lot, because it's just part of who I am. People assume that means that I could be a pushover, or that I'm, sort of soft around the edges. Usually it takes a little bit of time to work with me, and they find out that I'm very precise, I'm very assertive, I'm relentless when it comes to working on an issue that I really believe is important. And so what they come to understand is that I approach my work and I approach people with respect and civility, but that does not mean that I am in any way weak. In fact, it's, I believe, one of my strengths. It seems like it should be different when one is running against a woman or has a male opponent. I have to say that I don't think I approach things any differently. I put the same amount of effort in. I do not run negative campaigns either. So I want people to have the information that they need to decide that I'm the best person for the job. And I don't really talk about the other person. So in that way, it's not, there's not a difference really in terms of how I run my campaign. I have always approached my professional life with one question: where should I put myself, or where can I be of the most service to make a difference?